Welcome to the AV panel, where we're going to teach you some fun things in theory. In theory, audio video is kind of like ADHD, but we make it look somewhat feasible.
Can you all hear us out there? Yeah. Good, we did our job. Yeah.
I suppose we should probably introduce ourselves. Hi, I'm Omega.
And what do you do, Omega?
I exist. Hello? Okay. I live in a road case, I design things, and I consume way too much Red Bull.
Okay, well, hello. I'm Zeke. I don't live anywhere close to here. I like making things louder than they should be. So, I'm going to experience that in the dances tonight.
And I'm Raydar. I do lights because I don't understand audio. So, yeah.
I don't either.
I'll blind you again.
Hey, it's all wizardry.
So who's the one
way
walking
that
around?
works. Or it doesn't.
The yellow microphone. We know colors because we're.
Oh, hi, I'm on yellow. Hi, everybody, I'm Kitch. I'm the programming lead for main events and generally help out around here.
Oh, I suppose I should probably actually say my role. Hi, I'm Omega. I'm the audio video lead.
Just so y'all know, we have no monitors in front of us at the moment, so we can't really hear what we're saying across the stage.
That is correct.
I don't have any.
I'm still Raydar, and I'm still lighting, and I'm still over here.
I'm not doing this again.
Yeah, the one in the back.
I'm not. My name's still Zeke. But I'm not here anymore.
Like I said, this is the AV panel where we're basically all collectively share one brain cell that somehow unite into this thing. And we all have very bad ADHD.
Same.
Yeah. No, if you have really bad ADHD, you'll do incredibly well in an AV department because there's a billion things to pay attention to all at the same time. And if you miss one, everybody will know. They'll know.
And do. What'd you say? Huh?
What?
We don't have monitors, so we can't hear each other.
What?
What?
Yes.
Yes, that fixed the monitor problem. Thank you.
A dramatic lighting cue.
Thank you, Nick. Real quick, before we do anything else, can we give a big round of applause to Nero in the back there?
Hi, Nero. Wave vigorously like you want to be here.
I mean, I wouldn't be here.
When's dinner? What?
No.
Get on with it.
You don't want to get distracted. Yes.
Okay, so I guess I'm starting. So again, my name's Raydar. I do the lighting here. What? I'm still Raydar and I'm still here. Anyway. Okay. But yeah, so I do the lighting here. I've done lighting for a couple conventions now, a couple professional events. It's just a fun thing to do. We're fixing the monitors. Okay. Okay. So, basic structure of this panel, if you can't tell already, is very kind of chill, lax panel. In fact, the majority of this is probably actually going to be questions if anyone has any. Before we get into that, I guess I can go over just the basics of kind of what we do here. All of it. The basics of what we do here. From the beginning.
Once upon a time, long ago, last September, when we all kind of united. Well, it all kind of started around the time we needed a concept of what we needed to do. As some of you were here last year, it was kind of clustered. So we kind of all collectively came across the idea, why don't we just take that box we had and break it in half? Which is kind of what we have here.
So basically, when it comes to main stage, most of the big performances happen on main stage. And AV is here as a support team. So basically, we make sure that there's audio, make sure there's lighting so the performers can be seen, and just add a little more zest to their performances as well as the dances. There's a lot of aspects that go into AV, and a lot of it's behind the scenes work that people don't realize actually goes on.
As you can tell, we all kind of have stage fright because we live behind curtains, or in the room, or very far away from people.
I'll be back.
Yeah, so for example, for this rig, we actually started loading this in Wednesday night into Thursday morning, so we actually did not sleep that night.
Wait, you slept?
I said we did not sleep.
Oh, yeah, 36-hour load-in, love that.
Yeah, so basically we were going to go through just kind of the basics of a sound light system here. Unfortunately, due to reasons and policies, we can't actually take you all backstage. So I'm honestly thinking, unless you guys have something else you want to say specifically, just see if anyone has any questions and just kind of roll off of that.
Yeah, I suppose we should.
That way we also don't bore everyone out there by talking about how an ellipsoidal works. So we'll start there. Does anyone have any kind of questions about lighting, sound, video, just AV work in general, either at cons or elsewhere?
That right there is a light. That right there is a Danley subwoofer. That's a stage monitor that doesn't work.
Thank you.
This is a DJ.
So anyway, I guess one other question here. Show of hands, how many people here have done something AV before? Lighting, sound? Okay, so there's a couple here. You guys, conventions, professionally, just on your own time as a hobby?
High school theater, that even counts. Oh, I can hear myself.
Oh look, monitors. Okay, so now that we've stalled long enough that we can hear each other in the monitors.
Yeah.
Helps.
Yeah, so this is what I do.
Oh, hi,
This
Zeke.
is literally the extent of my time here. I like making things loud.
Zeke, have you left the ballroom today?
Zeke, have you eaten or slept in the last 43 days?
Okay, well I'm not, we're supposed to follow the 61 rules, so I'm gonna say yes.
Legally, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I could or could not be lying, it's up to you to decide.
I'm not union.
My truth versus your truth.
I'm wearing shoes for cruise.
Okay, so I guess if anyone doesn't have any questions, I will actually go into how a Lico works. No, so when it comes to lighting, what?
So you change the Lico light bulb with a glove.
So the lights you guys see up here, they're called moving lights or intelligent lights. Those of you that rose your hand probably already know that. I do not mean to talk down, so throw something at me if I am. But these lights up here are called intelligent moving lights. They're called that because they can basically move remotely. So from a control panel or desk like we have over here, you can change many aspects of the light. The patterns that you see on the walls, the colors, movement, you can make all of that happen from that console. Actually, a little later we can probably actually bring everyone over there since it's nicely in the corner there. But basically the job of the lighting designer and or board programmer, which in this case is actually the same person or people, is to set up the rig, so put the lights in the air, get them all focused, figure out where they need to go, program the board, so during the raves we get to push all the buttons and make the fun things happen.
Well, special instances, you pre-program and kind of try to match the real things into the virtual things and hope they like each other.
That's the hope. So yeah, this entire rig in here I actually programmed on my computer over the past 3 months and then just really hoped it worked out, and for the most part it's working.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the basics of lighting. Like really when it comes down to lighting, there's 2 different ways you can run a show. There's what's called busking or punting. And what that is basically making it up on the spot, and that's what we do for the dances. So when a DJ comes on and starts playing, I don't know what I'm planning on doing. I don't know, yes, I don't know what I'm doing.
No, you're just engulfed in your
Being engulfed in the haze. But yeah, so that's called busking or punting. Basically, go to the console and just randomly change the colors, patterns, movements of the light to match what the DJ on stage is doing.
Within reason.
Within reason.
Think of it as like you are the other half of the DJ because it's your job to play to beat, DJing essentially to the DJ.
It's improv. It's collaborative improv.
It's theater
Yes.
live.
Yeah, so that's done at a lot of dance events, since it's not a rave, it's an evening dance. Also, a lot of concerts will do that. A lot of music festivals for a lot of the acts that aren't headliners. Oftentimes it's just punted, it's literally made up on the spot. The other kind of programming you could do is more theatrical, where you actually program every aspect of the light and then run through each scene as the play progresses.
It's painful.
It is painful, and that is not what we do here, because that would not be practical for this. But that's the basics of...
Well, you forgot the other thing. You know, you gotta pun to the time code.
Oh, the time code thing, that's right, that exists. So the third type of program is what's called time code, and that's basically you're pre-programming a light show to a timer that you can then play back to a song. That's very common for like touring musical groups, where you're with a band and that band plays the same songs every single night. You can actually set that to a time code, so that way you don't have to sit there and push buttons every night.
Well, other than the go button.
Yes.
Zeke, what is audio? And why does it sound magical?
Okay, so yeah, I'm kind of just audio. That's all I know. That's all I ever do. So the sound system that's here is like a combination of what we had from previous years. Also, like, this is my first year here, so I had no idea what I was walking into.
Nobody does.
Okay, that's fair to a point, but normally, like, if you've been to a con or you've been to an event, you kind of know what they're about. I had never made it to Megaplex. This is my first Megaplex. I'm working my first Megaplex. But it's okay, because I have fun working. I'm that type of weirdo. But no, so yeah, the audio system that's here is a combination of what the con already had last year, plus some additional subs that we brought in, because we're in a big room, and nightly dance is mostly EDM, right? So a lot of bass. I don't really care that much about like the highs. Bass. Bass.
I think we should have a polka at some point.
Electro polka?
Sure.
I was thinking more like samba.
So, yeah, all the speakers are hung in very precise locations. Like I said, audio is a bunch of wizardry. There's calculations and there's softwares that try to show you what a sound system is going to do in a room. Sometimes it's right. Sometimes it's severely wrong. Thankfully, this was one of those situations where it was right. Big rooms always sound kind of bad. There's not a whole lot. No, they do. There's not a whole lot you can do to circumvent like a 250 by 250 box. So there's two ways to do that. You can either be very quiet and
We don't do quiet.
no, well, I mean, I know I can't hear anything when I'm wearing my fursuit head.
What?
Exactly. Cool. So the other way to get rid of all this boomy echo is power through it, and that just means loud. Is it a proper solution? 50% of the people will say yes. The other percent, it's too loud for them. So, but yeah, all these speakers are in precise locations that a software says what it's supposed to do. Once they're up in the air, they stay there, hopefully, as long as nothing decides it doesn't want to work anymore. But audio has it easier than lighting most of the time. We don't have a whole lot of moving parts. The worst thing that happens is like batteries die, and that's okay. I can deal with a pair of AA batteries every couple of days. So yeah, we take all of our audio inputs. They're all hidden back over here, right? Occasionally you'll see somebody running a cable, but oh no, you're gonna ruin the magic. Every once in a while you'll see somebody running a cable, but majority of all the stuff is already done, supposed to be done before the con ever starts. That's a perfect world, that's not how it actually happens. We're AV. We hide behind this scrim and troubleshoot why the DJ controller isn't working sometimes. And sometimes that takes us hours to do.
What?
Exactly. I'm gonna keep that exact same response up. What? Exactly.
So
that's how I feel.
Speaking, Usually AV panels like this seem to work best, since we can't bring you guys up on stage here. If you guys have any questions, just because we can talk all day about this, this is a passion of ours, this is something we all enjoy doing. We can get into the nitty-gritty of a power distro and bore you out of your minds. So does anyone else have any questions about anything?
Well, we're forgetting someone. Hi, Kitch.
Yes. Sorry.
First off, has anyone attended a program in here that you've really enjoyed so far? Apparently not. Okay, we got to work on our programming. Wonderful. Welcome in. We strive for a mix of programming in this room, both musical performances as well as variety. Of course, our dance competitions are very, very popular. Just to tie off a couple of things that the guys down the way have said, that roles in AV take an understanding of the technical know-how so that you can go in to make the art. It really going along with that improv comment, it's there's a level of understanding and expertise that you feel comfortable to do what you need to do, so that when an artist walks in the door and hits you with a random question or a random ask or whatever they're going to need, that you can respond to it, because we can plan ahead of time and we can talk about what every act is going to need, and then they're going to hit us with a fire drill. We had a couple of those today, but we persevered through them.
It can be really stressful being AV at a convention that's continuously growing year to year. As you know, this is a new space, it's a lot bigger. There's a lot of new hurdles we have to learn how to tackle on the fly. Working with a new hotel, new staff, new rooms, new layouts.
Yeah, we don't want to do the same thing twice. So like every year we strive to make things new and interesting, and it's, you know, we're to the point where it's kind of hard to do something that somebody hasn't already, you know, touched on before, but you try to do your own take on it, and that's really hard. It takes months and months of planning, and then you get here and it doesn't necessarily work.
That's a good question. When did y'all start working on the con this year?
I started selecting fixtures, kind of going through ideas almost the day after last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I really started on the boring paperwork and the actual show file probably in January. I think is when I really started actually working on it.
I was late to the game. I'm sorry. I came on around April.
Well,
I think it was Easter weekend. I started working on this.
Yeah.
So
Actually,
an
it
interesting
was.
thing about that, and actually something that plays in our favor here is, generally speaking, all of us here don't have a ton of shows that we're doing where we have the time to kind of plan this ahead of time. A lot of people that do AV professionally, where they go professional show to professional show, don't have that luxury of sitting on a show for months on end. So some of those shows that you go out and you know, concerts, festivals, stuff like that, a lot of people running those shows, this show might not have even been on their mind until like the week before. Like
Sometimes not even that, it's like the weekend of.
I've had plenty of shows where we show up on Thursday night, load in overnight Thursday night program, Thursday morning, stage opens at noon.
Yeah. Sometimes that happens like that because sometimes, like in the outside of the con world, venue promoters, managers sometimes don't give you the correct information. So you would think you're going to be loading in at like, I don't know, 4 in the morning with a full team ready to go, and you don't have that venue until the next day. So you're just kind of sitting in trucks waiting.
Oh yeah, and you only have 6 people.
Who
Actually-
aren't sick.
Actually, I need
Right.
you to get the entire show done in 2 hours or you're fired. That's a thing that happens a lot too. Hey, I have 3 53-foot semi-trucks. I need you to unload in 2 hours. You have 1 helper. Get it set up and hung, or I'm not paying you.
And your union guys goes on break in the next 5 minutes. So you're not gonna have them for the next 15.
And the one guy working is on 15 Red Bulls in the last hour.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
Hello.
club.
No joke, I have had a loadout where they had free Monster in the green room area for the crew. And they were closing, like they literally closed it right as loadout was gonna start. So all of our stage hands chugged Monster. And so we started there, let's go, let's go. let's tear this down. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, guys.
Hour in, they're literally falling asleep on the ground.
Oh, God.
I mean, if you were here yesterday, you could have seen it live in person. So,
I'm not going to talk about the case of Red Bull that was specifically ordered for AV this year.
Can you go get
But I'm not going to talk about that.
All right. Well, before we go to the
They're
start
holding it
here,
in a secure location. You have to give them your ID and a credit card to get a can of Red
Oh,
Bull.
dear.
I think it's time to actually show you something.
so what we're gonna do here, we have our DJ friend up here. The next 45 minutes here, we're gonna be a little more practical, so you guys don't have to just listen to us talk. There's a reason the AV crew is normally not on stage.
Yeah, we're boring, y'all.
So what we're gonna do here for the next 45 minutes, right? All right, so we're gonna have some music playing for the next 45 minutes. The lighting console is right here in the corner. Our friend Omega here will be running those lights. We also have audio in the back. If you guys are interested in seeing how any of that works, is this technically counted backstage, or can they kind of look at this?
They can stand at the rail.
They can go up to that? Okay, so if you guys are interested in anything lighting or sound-wise, we are technically going to be starting the dances here with this first DJ, but you guys are more than welcome to come over and kind of see how the console works, either sound in the back or lighting over here.
Hi, I'm lighting. Where am I? Who are you people? Why are you in my bathroom? I suppose, let's go. It was nice knowing you. I'm going to go into a dark hole and hide. Okay. Here is our DJ.
Check, check. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Launch 6. Super excited to perform for you guys. I'm a national touring artist, and I want to thank Megaplex for having me. But tonight I'm going to throw down a completely original set for you guys, and I'm going to have this whole team doing a custom light show for me. So let's get this started.